Welcome, welcome, welcome to this edition of Transformation Thursday. As always, we are grateful and thankful that you have thought it good to join us in this space. We are certainly grateful and thankful. I want to start our conversation this Thursday with a story. This is a story. Two men went fishing. One was an experienced fisherman and the other one wasn't. And every time the experienced fisherman caught a big fish, he put it in his ice chest to keep it fresh. And whenever the inexperienced fisherman caught a big fish, he threw it back. The experienced fisherman watched this go on all day. And finally got tired of seeing the man waste good fish. He finally asked, "Why do you keep throwing back all the big fish you catch?" The inexperienced fisherman replied, "Because I only have a small frying pan." And sometimes, like that fisherman, we throw back the big plans, the big dreams, the big jobs, the big opportunities that God gives us. Why? Because our faith is too small. We laugh at that fisherman who didn't figure out that all he needed was a bigger frying pan. Yet how ready are we to increase the size of our faith? How ready are you to be stretched? The other night, Morris and I were having a conversation, and his Bible reading was from Jeremiah chapter 29 and 11, where the prophet says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, to give you a future and a hope." And so as Amaris and I, as we talked about, he asked the question. His question was, well, Daddy, why do we have to go through struggles and difficult times if God has a future and he has a hope for us and his plans are to prosper us and not to harm us, then why do we go through struggles and difficult times? As I thought about it, it's a great question. I thought about it and I said, I brought an example up to him. And I said, "You remember when we first started exercising?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Was it hard or easy?" He said, "It was hard." And I said, "Yes, it was." I said, "But after a while, did it get easier?" And he said, "Yes, it did." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because I was getting stronger." And I said, "Yes, because your muscles were being forced to grow. You were being stretched. And it didn't feel good. It hurt. But with each session, each time we did it, each time you got stretched, you got stronger." God's desire is that we get stronger. And so he stretches us. He stretches our faith so that we can get stronger. As we are being stretched, as we are being pressed, we get stronger so that God can give us a bigger frying pan. Whether it's a problem or a possibility, God will never give us anything bigger than what we can handle. He will never give us anything bigger than what we can handle. And so sometimes he stretches us. He stretches our faith so that we can get stronger so that we can have what he has planned out for us, so that we can walk in our purpose, so that we can walk in our destiny. That means we can confidently walk into anything God brings our way, because he wants to do a bigger work in your life and in my life. He has a bigger purpose. He has a bigger plan. But for that to take place, you and I must be willing to allow him to enlarge our capacity. The number one purpose God had in creating us was for us to know him in an intimate way, to have an intimate relationship with him. And the second reason God created us was to make himself known through us. He wants to stretch you, to enlarge you, to increase your capacity, to give you all that he has for you, so that as your relationship with him grows, as your faith in him grows, your level of influence grows. The people whose lives he wants you to touch grows, so that he can be known and revealed in your life to someone else. God wants to expand your influence for his purpose. Because the measure of my life and of your life is not what we consume, but what we allow God to birth through us. He wants to stretch you so he can give you that bigger dream, that bigger opportunity. We serve a big God, and he wants to expand and enlarge your capacity. The question becomes, are you ready to be stretched? Are you ready to be stretched? And so on this Transformation Thursday, I want you to affirm with me, I am ready to be stretched. I'm ready to have my territory enlarged. I'm ready to have my capacity enlarged. I want my bigger. That's our thought on this Transformation Thursday. See you next week.